Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. In this video we'll be working on GORO as we have worked on the previous one, and since then I have noticed few things in my model. I need to change the mouth, and if you guys are working exactly like my steps, if you guys are following, you might be having same issues. Like, not issues, I won't say it's an issue, it's just thing to work with. All right, so yeah. And one more thing, whenever you guys are working close to eyes, and if you don't want to like disturb the mesh over there, that side, so just mask the eye sockets and just mask that, and then you can manipulate the mesh as you like. As you can see, the way I'm doing here. All right, so in this video we'll have to work on the body more than face, and we can come later on for the face if you need to. All right, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna work on the reference of the hands for more visual, to have an idea what we need to make. All right, so with the clay builder, just drag and make. Okay, as you can see, it's a right hand. I like to make a little bit muscles over here and separate, just give a little bit a space in between the muscles. And still my Z intensity is fairly low. It doesn't have to be too high to have a basic shapes. All right, and all right, that's good, that's good. And remember, if you guys have an issue to work with anatomy, I have made a video where you can guys learn about the anatomy perfectly, step by step, which I have shown, and you can see on the link will be on top right corner. Hope you guys can learn from that. All right, and now what I'm doing here, just making and giving a little bit shapes. Doesn't need to be perfect at all, since we're gonna work a lot of things to be changed. All right, that's been done, and you can see we haven't made exactly this way, since GORO have a different anatomy. Now you can see anyhow the forearms are covered for the GORO itself, so I'm gonna take an advantage of that and just make details for the upper forearm. All right, or just focus on the biceps and triceps. That's good, and go and higher subdivisions and see if you guys are missing some points or something. Just work on that. As you can see, I need to make it bicep a little bit bulky, like so. All right, and the triceps are fine, and the back itself, it looks nice. You guys can work on these muscles a little bit more if you wanted to, or you guys can leave it, up to you. All right, that's looking fine. Now you can see we have a problem with this muscle. It has to be continue, doesn't have to be into the small strips, since it doesn't appear on the skin that way. All right, all right, and this is looking really nice. Just add a stroke, minor strokes that will give you much better control to work with, like so. All right, now this thing, it has to be much wider than this, since the Goro have 3 fingers and his arms, like hands, are quite huge. So what I like to do, instead of just playing with the move brush like this, what I like to do, first thing, go into the what do you say, polygroups, and isolate this one. All right, sorry, like this one. All right, and hide this part of the hand. All right, now mask this and mask this like so. Just smooth it out, and what with the you can see here in deformation. All right, and inflate here. I have same thing here. It's going on. You can increase it. All right, it will give you a quite thicker hand, and just let me show you how thick it will look. It looks fine by the thickness of the hand, but if you see the fingers look quite weird, right? Yeah. What we need to do, as Goro has 3 fingers, so similarly what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete 2 fingers, middle 2 fingers, middle finger and the ring finger. All right, for that what I need to do, first thing, I'm gonna unhide the whole model and go to the geometry and keep on the higher subdivisions and freeze subdivisions levels. All right, do that. All right, something is this mesh has, okay, this mesh have layers. Where's layers? Layers, yeah, here. All right, let me show you something about the layers. What is a beneficial, like benefits of the layers? Let me show you. Let me just unmask that area. All right, we do need this open mouth. All right, you can either go with the closed mouth at the reference which we have here, or we can go with this like shape. All right, now let me see the, yeah, even in my second reference which I wanted to make for the 3D printing, this doesn't have that sorry, this doesn't have his mouth that much like open, right? And if you want, we can do ourselves. We don't need to make from the layers what we have already. If you guys wanted to keep it, let me show you what you can do. We go 0 or 1. It's open mouth, right? And honestly, I didn't like the what do you say? The way it is opened right now. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep on 0. All right. I'm gonna delete this one. All right. Now this one, this have a arms like T pose, A pose, whatever you want, right? Either you can go on T pose if you keep on 0, and if you go to the 1, you'll have an straight pose. All right. So obviously we don't need an straight, since we have 4 arms. So I'm gonna delete this one as well. With that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into geometry and do the like freeze subdivisions levels. With this, I'll have my geometry on the lowest subdivisions, right? With that, what I can do here is just go into the polygroup and hide this. Hide this. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do, hold clear. As you can see, Shift Control S twice. All right, that is looking much better. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go and delete hidden and close holes. With that, you just have it here. With that, I have 3 fingers, and a difference like a space between, right? All right. Now you might be thinking like, why am I doing that? And I am losing my chords for the work. Yeah, but don't worry, we can work with that later on. What I'm gonna do now, first thing, with the move brush, with the help of move brush, what I can do is keep it close enough. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right, that's good. Now what I need to do is smooth it out a little bit like this. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right, let me see. All right, you can either hide it and hide it and delete and close holes again, smooth it out to work. Now first thing what you need to do is hide this once, hide this, and with this just go and inflate, not too much, just a little bit. Now with that what you can do is with the move brush, control it like this, like this. The Goro have a thick fingers, right? Like so. You don't have to be worried about the fingers anymore, since we already have our fingers, 3 fingers, right? Now we already have our 3 fingers, and let's unfreeze the subdivisions. Now you can see we have 3 fingers, as well as something is going on over there. Let me just see what's happening here. All right, let's see, let's try again. Okay, something is happening here. Let me just see what's the problem. Okay, I just need to smooth it out since the geometry quite changes here. That's fine, that's fine. It's since you can just go onto the lower subdivisions and just smooth it out like this. All right, not an issue. All right, that's looking fine. Now what I need to do, okay, once you're working on the fingers, keep your smooth brush a little bit like a lower subdivision Z intensity. All right, now just go higher and do the same thing overall. All right, that's looking fine. You can work with the on the fingers anytime you want, since we just wanted to have a shape of the hand. For now it's fine, and we're gonna work on this later on, so that's quite fine for me. And yeah, now I'm gonna go on my higher subdivisions. I'm already over there. Let's see what we need to do. Yeah, everything is looking fine for me now. All right, if by any chance if you have a geometry same like me, I'll go on lower subdivisions and just make it properly even. All right, now I just need a little bit shape thickness. You might be having same problems or same geometry like me for the knuckles. That's fine, not an issue. Let's go back to our original model, like a reference. As you can see, his chest is not that thick. Basically, it's quite small, like thin. All right, so let's see what we need to do. Yeah, we need to work on the shoulders over here. Just okay. All right, that's good. That's good. Even this is good. Okay, now this is the time to add 2 more hands, pair of hands. What I'm gonna do for that, I'm gonna duplicate this one, hide the original one, and with the polygroups, I'm gonna hide this one, this one, this one. Sorry, like this. All right. Now invert the selection and Control Shift X. Sorry, S. With that, you can have you can isolate how much you want it. Right. Now you can go. You can see. All right, that's fine. What I need to do now is just delete the hidden and close holes. Now, this function cannot be applied to a mesh with multiple subdivisions levels, right? So what I'm gonna do, first thing what I need to do is freeze subdivisions. All right, then apply a close holes. Now I can do that now. Once I'm already since I'm already in the lower subdivisions, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide this one, this one, yeah, and this one as well. Yeah. Now what I need to do here, I just wanted to make my mesh a little bit in early stage. I want to make it smooth and not to be clustered like this one. Just smooth it out. Give your do yourself a favor, keep your mesh really smooth. It doesn't have to be sharp or getting inside to it's problematic for your owls. Yeah. So this is a good way to work with. All right. Now you can see whenever you're changing some mesh, it does have this kind of effect. That's fine. What you need to do is just smooth, and you're done. All right. Let's see, what are we working with now? All right, let's see here. That is sweet. Let's see. All right. How does it look? It looks okay. And where it has to be exactly? A forward, not like mine, a backward. I should be front. And lower to the chest. As you can see, it goes below the chest by sidewise, right? Not in front, on the side. It goes below the chest. Let's see, how does it look? It looks quite similar to the reference what we have here, but not exactly. Obviously, it's not gonna be, since we are making our own Goro, so it's not gonna be copying the exact technique or exact method. All right, that is looking good to me. Let's see. And remember, we have make a chest. Let me just go here and show you what I mean. If you guys remember, in previous video, I have said you that we are making a chest a little bit like this. Instead of just making chest square like this, we are making a chest a little bit longer than usual, since he has a little bit chest going on until below. So exactly that purpose, what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep this model should be, just make it like this. It goes a flow according to the anatomy and the reference. It looks fine. All right, let's see what we need to do now. Okay, I can see this mesh has to go down like this. All right, done. Hide this part. Okay. Now, if I just go to the main body and go to the lower subdivisions with the move brush, I just need to push and pull some mesh here and there, like so. With the help of move brush, it's quite easy. And now, since we are done with the anatomy, detail, not quite detailed, but just landmarks where we need things. Now we can do what we need to. All right, as you can see in this reference, it's not that defined, the mesh, the cuts, the mesh. So we're gonna go in here and see what we need to apply to the character. So as you can see, his shoulders are not so small as we made here. So what we're gonna do, with the clay builder, we're gonna go and add a little bit thicker shoulders. All right, that's good, that's good. Same goes for the biceps, and biceps comes like from inside, no, it doesn't come from up. All right, so it comes from inside and go like this. That's looking good. Now remember, if I go on my higher subdivisions, you can see we need to make a specific muscle just to show like divide the biceps and the triceps. So remember that, don't get confused with that muscles. Smooth it out. All right, go higher subdivisions, go smooth it out, and let's see. Yep, looks nice. Now we need to do here, we need to define the shape of the biceps to forearms. It doesn't have to be like flat. So for that, what we can do is use ZBrush and just add the, with the help of Alt. See, it doesn't have to be that harsh, but you can go as you like. So yeah, just make a little bit details on the biceps and make sure that it's not going out of the control. And yo, let's see what we need to do now. And if you're confused like what's happening, you don't know what's going on, so just have like our higher subdivisions and just look it up. Now you can see I have done a mistake here. Was need to be, as you can see, the reference calls for like continue flow of the mesh. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna have the clay builder brush with the small brush size, just add it, like trying to merge them together. All right, that is looking fine. Let's see how does it look from the far. All right, I don't have complaints with that. Just need to be adjust a little bit here and there. All right, let's see what's happening here. Now, as you can see, it's getting like smooth too much, more than my liking. So what I'm gonna do, just make it sharp like this and add it to the forearms like so. And let me see if I can have a reference for the forearms where exactly I want to show you guys. Not here. I don't think we have a reference for the forearms which I want to show you. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, guys, we don't have, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, we do have actually, but not exactly what we needed. But I can show you what you can do with it. You can see here, it's this muscle is here, and it's thin. It's for the normal human being. It's a quite small one, right? But for the Goro, it's quite big, so it's fine. All right. Now you can see what we need to do. It has to come like here, like this. Just smooth it out. And this is why I keep saying you guys to keep your reference for anatomy and for other things. It's quite easy and it's quite useful for even for a daily use for modeling, basically. Now let me see. This is the behind for the hand. We need to make this one like so, like this. All right. Just make it smooth it out, and let's see how it looks. If something is not going according to your style or your taste, change it. Now what I need to do, I need to work on this area. All right. It doesn't have to be just straight like this. It has to be coming down like so, like this, and smooth it out. All right. Now again, it goes like so, and from here. All right. Let's see from far how it looks. It looks fine. It looks fine. It doesn't have to be exactly the reference which we have here right now. And let's see for the back what we need to work for. Now, it has to be a little bit different than this one. Let me show you. You can see the shoulder blades have work here. The hands, the skeleton is in a normal position, which is like a straight down hands going, all right? But Goro have a position, so the shoulder blades turns and the muscles goes in this direction, right? Then it has to be like this and come down till here, like this. But since we have a double shoulder blade for the Goro, so it has to be, again, define the shoulder blade on the bottom, like so. Then again we have muscles going on, this one, all right? Then like so, and just what we need to do here, just add those muscles. It continues, it merges like this, smooth it out. Now it's good to add a little bit detail, not too much. Don't go overboard on anything. Just add details for these upper muscles. Not too much, remember, just a touch. Whatever you guys are working for, like keep it into a low strokes. All right, I'm comfortable to finish this off now. Like so, and now once we have that, what we need, usually we got to work with obliques, and just like that. Like this one, it comes this way, smooth it out. Now I want to show you a front. We have done from the behind, but now we have to work for the front part, right? Now again, I'm gonna explain what we have done in the previous video. I'm gonna pull this mesh a little bit further than it needs to be. Mask this, and if you don't know it's going to be a fine or not, just go into the lower subdivisions and pull this mesh like so, and go behind and check it's fine. All right, back to the model, back to the work. As you can see, for the normal human being, it has a just let me zoom it. Just has to be a normal cubish like shape, right? And why is that? So like the muscles coming from the center and it goes to the shoulder. So it's quite like simple. It goes from the center to the shoulder, and under the shoulder, like under armpit, and goes to the biceps, attached to the bone of the biceps, right? Simple as that. But since we have forearms, like it goes like this, again it separates and it goes to the other hand, right? Then again, at the lower shoulder, like at the lower chest area, it ends and continues like let me just go on higher subdivisions. I can see let me fix some things. What I mean at that time is like let me just go lower. It has to be this way, all right? Since it's gonna go under this way, like this, all right? Then again, it has to be ended here and here. Then again, it starts here. and it goes like this. Let me just show what I mean. Okay. As you can see what I mean it here, like the chest comes here and it goes attached to the shoulder, right? The normal chest will be in here, but since for the second hand, it has to go and attach to it, right? So what you can do with it is more than keeping like this and then just finish it off. No, what we can do with it, as a reference calls for it, we just keep it like this and smooth it out. Now that is a quite simple technique and it goes really well with the Goro design. All right, now my model is quite cylindrical shape, which I really don't like. It has to be similar to this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the lower subdivisions, and with that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shape it with the move brush. All right, then again from the behind, do as the reference calls for, right? And remember anatomy, we need to follow the anatomy more than reference. Sometimes the reference doesn't have that understanding of the mesh. All right, now we need to work on the legs since we are already done with the upper body. What we need to do with the lower body, we need to make completely. Now, Goro has two fingers, two toes on legs, like foot. So we need to do the same thing. But either you can go and look, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 toes, and we need 4 toes and 1. We can delete all of them and make it with the similar shape. Just pull it out and then shape it. All right. Or you can do exactly the same the way we have done with the hand. And my preference way is to just go to the raise subdivisions and hide it like this. And now with that, with that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete the hidden and close holes, right? Then I like to smooth it out. All right. Now what you can do is done. You're already done with the shape. All right. It doesn't have to be technical. It doesn't have to be so tough to make anything. It's just your way of handling the situation. Sometimes it's quite easy, sometimes it's quite hard. I understand, but you need to think of it, right? All right, enough of the talk. Now we need to work on the lower part of the body, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unfreeze it. Now it will go onto the, let me just work with this one first. I keep forgetting this thing. Yep, we are fine. We are fine to work with. So again, what we need to do, go to the lower subdivisions and just keep your model into the position as you like. Push it back. Like this. Like so. All right, that is looking fine. Let's see how does it look into the higher subdivisions. All right, just need to smooth it out. All right, now since we are working on the foot, let's complete it. what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just add the mesh what we need to have. All right, as you can see, it's pulling the mesh from the behind. So I have kept my back facing mask here. If you don't know where it is, it's here. Let me just move this. Modifiers. In modifiers, you can see it's auto masking. In auto masking, you can see it's a back face masking here, right? So that's there. All right. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just add the mesh. Now, if I do that, it doesn't pull that mesh from the behind. That's what we are looking for, right? So yeah, just add the details what you need and don't go more further than what you need exactly. Or you can try multiple ways how you wanted to make that character. So it doesn't have any rules. And the best part of this ZBrush, which I like, it doesn't have any one particular method what you need to follow. You can do the same thing into like multiple ways. Now let's see how does it look, and if we go further, yeah, that's fine, but it still is quite thin compared to the reference as we need it, but we can work with it. Now with the clay builder brush, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just one more thing I want to like point out in this the character which we have used. If you guys didn't see my previous video, we have used this one from tools, from the lightbox, right? This character already have a basic what do you say shape of the body. All right, so with the same the landmarks which we have for the muscles, you can just add the clay builder on top of it, and you can have muscles and just follow those and just smooth it out whenever you need to. Like I need to smooth it out right now. If I don't, it will be a cluster, like heavy to work with then later on. And whenever you are done, like adding mesh, what I like to do, just use. I'm sorry, I don't know what happening to me today. Yeah, whenever you are done with the adding mesh, with the damp side brush, just add a little bit crease like this. What I mean, just add it shape of the muscles again, just to define it. It has to be a little bit different than the others, right? It's not that necessary, but it will bring it. It pops it out, right? That's what we needed. As you can see here. Now my smooth brush is quite slow, which are kind of annoying right now. I just crank the intensity in the smooth brush and just work on the smooth. Let's see, yeah, still we need to go a bulk like this, and for that we haven't add any muscles to it. So it goes from here, sorry, goes from here to the solo like this and smooth it out. All right, now you can see the reference calls for a thick muscles, and we didn't add those yet, and we have added a little bit difference. What we don't need, actually we need it to be this way, like this. Let's see how does it look. It looks fine, but still it's not that thick what we needed to, right? So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna add a little bit more thickness, smooth it out. Let's see. Again, we are not happy with the shape of it, and with that I'm gonna add like this, and I have shape of this. All right, you see, and it goes completely behind like this. Now with the clay builder, I'm gonna add mesh tilde here, smooth it out, and yeah, proper meshed. Now you can see the reference is not proper since the mesh doesn't follow this way, right? Let's say we have any other. As you can see, it's quite thick, more than usual. So reference calls for it. So we need to provide that, even though it has to be a little bit against the anatomy reference what we have and what the anatomy calls for, right? But that's fine, since the character itself is out of the picture of the anatomy, I guess. Just add those details and smooth it out. Now for this part, what I like to do, I like to make this way, smooth it out. All right. Now I like the part of that. So, all right. For behind, like for the back, what I need to do is quite easy actually. It doesn't have too much mesh going on here. It's like this, and it divides into two big muscles. All right. But let's make it more like knowledgeable. What we need to know and why are we doing that? Let me see. No, I don't have a right. Now you can see the reference calls for the muscles on back, right? So the reference itself, this muscles, this one doesn't add here. It has to be like this, but we don't. So what we can do is just define it a little bit. Smooth it out. All right. No, actually I don't, since everything is quite different. Okay, so let's do this. It has to go this way, right? From here. All right. And it comes out of this part. Then again, we have a small muscle which comes here, and it ends right over there. Then we need to follow this muscle, goes to the top and comes down, and it comes to the foot. I'll show you what I mean. Comes down till the foot, like small strip comes. All right, that's what I mean over there. That is quite fine. Now, we might be losing some details on the small strip what we had over there, but that's fine. We don't need to be exactly showing what all the muscles have. Since Goro doesn't have that masculine, he is masculine, but it doesn't have that ripped body. All right, so if you wanted to, but I'm fine with it. All right, so yeah, let's do that. And again, let's follow this line to the foot and smooth it out. This one till this one. All right, now what we need to do, we need to merge calf to the shin muscles. And how we're gonna do that? With the tabular brush. All right, it comes till here, smooth it out, and we are done with the calf. Normally, if we gonna make a normal human shape, all right, but we are not making a normal human shape. So yeah, that's there, and just add a little muscles here, then smooth it out. All right, that's fine. And this part is not like we're gonna make something completely different. No, this is just a part to make muscles quite defined, right? So that's there what I mean it to. All right, I'm not gonna define this muscle since already we have a little bit muscles over there. So I'm gonna straight go to this middle and the rear muscles like so, and attach it here. Then with the big size of the brush goes and add like so, smooth it out. All right, this is for a normal human anatomy. All right, now it comes for like Goro. Goro has a little bit different anatomy for the foot. Not different, I won't say different, it's just quite muscular. Now we need to work on the same muscles which we have just made. All right, quite thick. Smooth it out. Quite similar. All right. Now for the sides, inner muscles. Like this. Smooth it out. Now let's see. We do need to add a little bit details on the calves. And how it's gonna be? It's going to be a simple this. And with the move brush, go to the lower subdivisions and just add those muscles. And guys, for the calves, it's quite like tilted line, like straight, like this. Goes like this, and a little bit here, and almost done. Now, when it comes to the knee, we haven't touched it yet, and there is a reason behind it, since we didn't touch for the shin muscles as well. Now we're gonna touch shin muscles. Since the Goro is like a quite muscular guy, so it will come to the point that shin muscles are so thick, it's gonna change the shape of the foot, right? Or leg. Like this. Then again, it comes to the point like this. All right. All right. We have lost a little bit detail. What I'm gonna do, go to the lower subdivisions and just make it proper shape. This. And just reshape it. And Goro has a big foot, big legs. Now that is fine, but the size it is fine, but the shape it's not that good, so we need to work on that. All right, let's see on the higher subdivisions how it look. That is fine. Now I need to work on this area. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna take some muscles over there like that and add a little bit here to make continue. All right. Now I need to add some muscles foot like this, and on fingers I need to add ankles and the muscles. Smooth brush. All right. Now same thing for the toe, for another toe. Add it. Ankle. Sorry. This. Add the muscles, and which adds to the back, and it goes to the side, then joins to the foot. Smooth it out. Like this. That's quite smooth. All right. Now the ankles is quite thick. Looks like for a skeleton it looks. But Goro is not a thin guy. Is a hefty, muscular guy. So we need to add more details. All right. Let's see how does it look. It looks fine, but we are missing a knee. So for the knee, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna add a tabular brush with it. With that, just gonna add knee like this. And yeah, one more thing I want to share. The knee part goes to the back, the side completely. All right, smooth it out. And this. So, all right. Now, on behind, what we need to do is with the damp sanded brush, and I'm keeping my Z intensity quite low, just pull some meshes like strips, like so, like this. Goes like this. Like this. All right, we are fine. And as I see, it is quite thick for the calves. Need to push it back. All right, that is quite good. And with the clay builder again, I need to add this here. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. And again, with the damp sanded brush, you can do just add a little bit shapes like so. All right. With the damp sanded, just add here a little bit. So, all right, let's finish this video here, and we're gonna work on the other details of this body in next video. So I'll see you in next video. See you guys.